Hello and welcome, my Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to What Do I Need read for this full moon to new moon next in October into November 2020. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions, fellow earth sign Virgo here, the archangel of Lyons, Angelo. Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Hi my Cappies. How are you all doing out there, my goats? I hope all is well. Very happy to be doing these reads for you, this 7-card draw, what do I need read for this full moon in Taurus on Halloween. If you're watching this beforehand, happy Halloween. The day of, happy Halloween afterwards. I hope you had a nice Halloween. To the new moon in November, which is in Scorpio on the 15th of November. So we're looking at a waning moon read here, right? What do I need reads are the lunar reads. What do you need waxing or waning? Waning, we're looking at what you need to be aware of, to let go, to wane, to reduce, to let go of, to alchemize from lead to gold. Lead has 3 more atoms than gold on the periodic table, so to go from lead to gold, 3 atoms have to be burned off, released, transformed. You get the idea. The 7 decks that I'm reading, we're doing 3 healing systems. Caroline Mace, one of them. All the decks that I read are always at the bottom of the description box. Links if you want to check them out. We got 2 tarot systems. We'll get one for the inner, one for the outer, and then 2 oracles. I think you'll dig it. If you are new to the channel, do consider liking. If you like the video, if you like me, subscribe, because I am on my YouTube career journey here. Not quite at 2,000 subscribers at this recording, but shooting for 30,000 so I can do the membership thing, right? Because I do extended reads if you're new, right? And I'm putting them over on VIMEO.com, and I love my Vimeo account. It's great. I got a lot of stuff up there from years ago before I started doing readings online. There you have to pay per view. Once I have the membership function, you pay once a month, and you have access to all of the extended reads. As a member, 1 price per month versus pay-per-view. You sort of get the deal. It's a common thing now. So help me if you would, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that stuff. Let's talk about this read. It's a general read. Right? Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. They're clues, tips, and hints, right? Little breadcrumbs through the forest of the unknown, if you will, that the divine lays down for us to follow. So stay in the present moment. Focus on your breath. What happens in your body, in your energy field while I do the reading? That's how you know what resonates, what doesn't. Otherwise, let's get up into this gig. Breathe, stay in the present moment. I will do the best to do the same and get you the clarity. Bring through the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can for you. Shall we, my fellow earth signs? Take a nice deep breath. Oh, that felt good. Here we go. My collective pantheons. There you are, of angels, goddesses, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved. Please, I need 1 card in clarity. The dominant archetype, the soul power being alchemized from lead to gold within this Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, within someone they are dealing with. Perhaps a situation that they are dealing with inspires this archetype into action for this full moon in Taurus to new moon next in Scorpio, October into November 2020. My collective pantheons, what is the dominant archetype they need to be aware of for alchemizing this full moon to new moon next? The warrior archetype. Whoa. All right. Now, the warrior archetype is definitely the action family of archetypes. So, you know, I no longer, I guess when I was younger, I used to think of warriors as only male. But, you know, Wonder Woman, if you can tell, I've got Wonder Woman's hidden throughout my whole, my hutch here, my altar hutch. So, you know, male or female, regardless, the warrior archetype manifests itself in all of our lives every now and again, though some people might have it not just for a reason. but a season or a lifetime. So whether this is you, someone else, or a situation that feels like you're dealing with a warrior, symbolically, the shadow attribute is trading ethical principles for victory at any cost. Oh, please, look where we are on planet Earth. Indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. I think that's wild and rampant, because you don't actually have to have a weapon in your hand to do that. You can have a keyboard or a phone, right? So that warrior thing, a very, very powerful, destructive force, obviously, in the shadow, but in the light. I love this. Like, I love this in a guy. I don't have the warrior archetype, but strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will. That means they make a choice and they stick with it. Heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. In other words, a willingness to sacrifice points of view, positions that they stand on in terms of conquering the ego, which would say they would really have that strength to choose love and courage over fear and cowardice. Good way to say that. Never said that before. Thank you, whoever that was. So again, you, somebody you're dealing with, a situation, any of that, all of that. Let's keep going. Let's ask the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, the goddesses, right? The half of the divine feminine. People aren't into the pantheism or the polytheism. Just think of it as the yin force of the yin and yang, right? The collective of the divine feminine voice. What's going on inside of y'all? Breathe. And my conduit, my contact in the divine feminine for the sign of Capricorn is the goddess Persephone, maiden of spring, lady of summer, queen of the underworld. Shall we? My goddesses, please. Oh, I feel you. One card in clarity for the Capricorn collective, sun, moon, rising Venus signs. This full moon in Taurus to new moon next in Scorpio. What do they need to be aware of inside of themselves? It might be something that they're already aware of inside of themselves, how they're feeling, but may not know that that is what they really need to focus on or be aware of. Please, so with this warrior archetype, what do they need to be aware of inside of themselves? This full moon to new moon next, the Empress, Mawu, all right, literally giving birth. I like this setup because you can really see the cards like this. Literally, she's delivering her own baby on the back of an elephant, right? That's a mother, right? So we are looking at more of the mother archetype here, but this is inside of you. So this can totally be about your gestative creativity, right? Or the mother within you. If you have a very strong mother archetype within yourself, I do. My cats don't call me, my boys don't call me daddy, because cats don't have the structure of that. Sometimes they call me Mal. It freaks me out. Meow. I'm like, whoa. My cats are talking because they do. They're witch cats. My 3 black cat boys. So, you know, I have that strong maternal thing in me. But of course, the Empress is the amalgamation of all the queens in the court cards, right? Fire, earth, air, water, wands, swords, cups, and pentacles. So there's a strength here. If you're really an Empress on the inside, regardless of your gender, it's talking about a divine feminine energy inside of you that really has everything that you need in terms of nurturance and fortification and abundance and creativity and just all of that and a side of fries. And this feels really good. Now look, how many mothers on the inside will become warriors for their children? And maybe it's symbolic children, like a company or a project or your own art, right? This is very big with artists, the Empress, particularly on the inner, because that's you conceive an idea just like you conceive a baby, right? You get pregnant, it gestates, it grows, you carry it, right? You labor, you push it out, right? Delivery room, stage, artist, kitchen, however you do the labor, push out, and then boop, you created something, right? So with that warrior there, just be careful of wanting, of either you or somebody really needing victory at any cost, because that's when the shadow really takes over and it's never worth it, right? If you have to cheat, if you have to steal, if you have to resort to violence or something like that, it's just never worth it. But maybe something very much worth defending here that's going to take not just your own heroism, but perhaps some sacrificing in terms of conquering your ego, or, like I said, somebody else you're dealing with, or the situation itself. Let's see what's going on the outside with the mythic tarot here, the gods, right? The other half of that universal energy, the divine yang, the collective divine masculine energy. Breathe. I'm sorry, it felt really good. My gods of earth and Capricorn. I'm really picking up on the energy of Cronus here. Saturn, the ruling planet. Please, one card in clarity, my gods, for this Capricorn collective. Sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, this full moon in Taurus to new moon next. In Scorpio, October into November 2020, please, my gods, what does they need? What does they need? What do they need to be aware of outside of themselves? They got a warrior archetype and the Empress on the inner. What's going on the outer? The Star, two major arcana cards, which is why I like using two separate decks for card draws, because you really get the full range of options. So of course on the outside, either like how you appear or what's going on outside of you, there is something worth following here. To me, the Star is the most spiritual card in the tarot deck, major and minor arcana. Like guidance and locked on to something, right? Like there is a vision, there is a dream, there is an inspiration. There is higher self-involvement here, right? There's definitely something trying to incarnate through you, and you are being called forward, just like a warrior's quest. Like I usually talk in terms of the hero's journey, but there's also the warrior's way, which is like I wouldn't call it a subset of the hero's journey, but I wouldn't call it a separate journey either. Perhaps another lens through which to look at the hero's journey, because not every hero is a warrior, right? It could be the artist's way, right? Or the healer's way, or as I call it, the path of true love, particularly through relationships. So this is interesting. This is great. I mean, I don't get a horrible feeling about this. I mean, if you're dealing with somebody who's really in that shadow warrior side, because, you know, people are afraid. They're possessed by their shadows, you know, like what they're fighting for, which hill they will die on, you know. It's a little extreme, but there's also that discipline in here, right? Strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will. If this is you, and you're the Empress on the inner, and really with the Star on the outer, you have what it takes to do this, to carry this baby, whether literal or symbolic, to term. Interesting. Let's keep going. We're going to ask the Ascended Masters to use the Chuck Spezzano Love Pack. They will. This is our second healing system. They will also be the voices of the third healing system, our MatCon healing mantra. Last card down. So let's see what they say. 4 suits in here. Problem, luck, healing, and grace. Let's see what you need to be aware of. Breathe. Yes. My beloved Ascended Masters, it's been quite a busy day, hasn't it? Yes, one card in clarity. I love you guys so much. For the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign for this full moon in Taurus, the new moon next in Scorpio, October into November 2020, please. They've got the warrior archetype from the collective pantheons. They've got the goddess, indicating they need to embrace that Empress within, that mother, that great mother, that holy mother, earth mother archetype, with the Star calling them forward on the outer, in the outer world. So please, what is the piece of luck they need to be aware of that might be right in front of them? The problem that they need to deal with, the piece of healing they need to embrace, or the piece of grace that they need to allow to flow through them. And in this situation, October, November, full moon to new moon next, the erotic. Luck, it's a luck card, the erotic. It goes swinging from vines, Tarzan and Jane action going on, a little RPG going on, a little role play game. This took a turn, right? That's why I love these decks. So, okay, well, they're saying if you're not like involved sexually, erotically with another person, then this could very much be about your sexual creative energy, because they're the same chakra. It's all second chakra stuff. Money, sex, power, right? so much going on in these chakras nowadays. Not like in the old days, me covet rock. You know, this is different. This can absolutely be that you are tuned in, tapped into, turned on, and inspired, right? Guided. This feels visceral. This could be a Kundalini awakening. Now, Kundalini, it's a Sanskrit word. It means the coiled serpent. It's not literal. Everybody has the Kundalini in their root chakra. Oh no, I got snaky butt. No. It's a coiled energy coil, spiral, whatever, that as your energy raises, it goes up and out through the crown chakra. That's why in Egyptian hieroglyphs, got a little snaky head. That's what that is. A little snaky head thing going on there, meaning that all their chakras are activated because the Kundalini flow is going through them. So that erotic energy, I would recommend just basic exploration of solo tantra. Now, this is somebody, if you've got it with a warrior going on, honey, I get it. Particularly if they got tattoos. So this definitely, I mean, this is fun to empath. This is fun to empath. It's a little voyeuristic, I think, because I don't even know who's watching this. It's a little porn hubby. But you got a porn hubby. This feels lovely, my Capricorns. If you can get your stuff touched, blessed be. Everybody needs to get their stuff touched safely. Masks and rubber gloves. Could be RPG. Let's keep going. When you're holding the cards, the voices of the angels, and they go, you know, that's good. That's funny. Let's keep going. Let's ask the angels and the archangels. What is the healing with the angel oracle card? What is the angel that you need to call upon, right? It's as though this angel knows all about this, is hovering, but needs your permission. You know, usually the higher dimensions, unless, you know, they're butt proby, I don't deal with them too much, you have to give permission in some way. The call always has to come from the lower dimension for a higher to come in. That's what prayer and all that is about. So let's see what angel you need to work with. Breathe. I need to heal with, please. My angels of Earth and Capricorn. Oh, my Urielites, my Arielites, my Arielites. I love you all so much. It's my family. I'm the Ariel. I'm the family of Archangel Ariel. Please, my beloveds, one card in clarity for my brother, sister, Earth sign, Capricorn, collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign for this full moon in Taurus to new moon next in Scorpio. What is the angel they need to call upon to help heal this archetype of the warrior, however that plays in their life, with that gestative, creative empress power within them and the star on the outer calling them forward, this lovely, lucky, erotic attraction, energy. Feel it. It's like juice flowing through vines, right? Current going through a wiring system. Please, what is the angel they most need to work with, call upon this full moon to new moon next November, October 2020? Trust. No shit. Who doesn't need their trust healed after what we've been through? I mean, incarnationally, let alone just 2020, right? Past, well, let's not go there. Right? So what would the angel of trust do? What would its function be? It would help you find that which is trustworthy. Now, I do think that a big issue with the star is, do we trust it? We have a hope, we have a wish, we have a dream, we have guidance, we have grace, we have inspiration from on high, but do we trust it? Well, I'll tell you, when it comes through like an erotic energy, you're rocking, right? You're moving in that direction. The tide is high, but you're holding on. Someone's going to be your number one, or you're going to be theirs, at least for a night or an hour, you know, depending on how you roll, what you will and will not. So of course, have a look at your boundaries, right? But this is kind of cool. And we all need to rebuild our trust, right? It's like trust is lost so quickly and takes so long to rebuild. But is this trust in your own guidance system, your own inspiration, your own intuition, your own erotic energy? Because look, yeah, we can have an erotic attraction to somebody that we'll never meet. Dave Grohl, Hugh Jackman, so many, so many, right? Oh my God. I used to want to sleep with Dave Grohl, I understand he's married with kids, he's off fighting foo. Now I just want to like make out with him for 10 minutes. As you grow, you mature. Let's as the higher selves have all evolved, shall we? I think Dave Grohl would be cool. I mean, how could you not love him? I do think he's the second coming, but whatever. I haven't even had his first. Breathe. Nothing like an entendre in a reading. The higher selves of all involved, please. Fifth dimension and above. One card in clarity for the Capricorn collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sun. What is the piece of information, inspiration, or insight that they need from the higher self collective for this full moon in Taurus to new and next in Scorpio, October into November 2020, because we've got the Warrior, we got the Empress, we got the Star, we've got the Erotic card of the Luck suit, and the Angel of Trust. What's the piece of information, inspiration my Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign that's watching this needs? Information, inspiration, or insight, October 2020. I love you. These are very important words. How do I know that? Because it's the same on both sides except for the border. I love you. I love you. These are very important words. This is a romantic sexual read. Yes, you have to say that to yourself. Yes, of course, there's that. The ego is going to struggle with this. You might have to sacrifice your point of view about maybe not whether or not someone is trustworthy or untrustworthy, but that your thoughts, your ego might think, don't trust them, don't trust them, don't trust them. And your gut is saying, I can't not. Remember that part in Practical Magic where she can't lie to him? What are you doing? I don't know. Right? It's like she can't lie to him, right? It's that sort of thing. So look, if you're dealing with a warrior, I get it. If they're, scarred, broken, bruised, battered, but strong and hot. Oh, honey, I get it. Somebody said to me a couple of years ago, what's your type? I'm like, I don't know, neck tattoo. Low credit score. I don't know. Substance abuse problem, because that was what I kept attracting, right? That's at least the type I attract. But there's something here, and I love you. That's like of all the cards in that deck, inspiration, information, or insight. Well, the insight might very well be, I love you. I love you. Can't do nothing about it, right? It's there for at least a reason, a season, or a lifetime. I know. Which is why we're going to get this last card down. The Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn. This is the mantra you most need, right? The mantra you most need this full moon to new moon next from the Ascended Masters. I love these cards so much. And like a Capricorn, work it, right? Really take the time, Chronos, Saturn, to integrate this mantra, whatever it is, because it always works for me, just never the way I expect it to, like everything else. Breathe. Oh, yeah. Oh, my Ascended Masters. How centering. Please, one card in clarity for the Capricorn collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this. For this full moon in Taurus, the new moon next in Scorpio, October and November 2020. What's their perfect healing mantra that they need with the warrior archetype going on, and the Empress on the inner, and the Star on the outer, and the erotic in the air, in the energy, in the blood, in the nervous system, with the Angel of Trust offering their I love you being the important words here. Please, what is their perfect mantra for my Capricorns this full moon to new moon? Next, unraveling codependency. I could have told you when the cards hit my hand, I saw the words in my head. Only I have to feel good about my choices. Now, what I get is that if this is a sexual attraction towards somebody that others in your tribe, family, friends, whoever, might not necessarily approve of, that might be where the codependency comes in. Now, if this is a codependent, there are the 4 ego wounds, abuse, neglect, codependence, and loss. If this is really, this would be a real waning thing to say, look, only I have to feel good about my choices. And there are choices here that feel good. But if it doesn't feel good. See, this is why general readings are so weird, because there's a chunk of you that are like, oh no, not him, oh no, not her, whatever that is, right? Oh no, oh no, oh no. But then there are some of you like, oh no, like I tried so hard, oh no, oh yeah, right? You just want it, right? So let me read you the card. It's a brilliant mantra. Only I have to feel good about my choices. And let's clarify the shadow side, because I've read that for people. I'm like, well, what's going to stop me from burning down the house? It's like, it wouldn't feel good to burn down your house. It would for a minute. I'm like, yeah, but that's not your better angels, right? This is about healing, not destroying. Let's get the bookie book. I thought I grabbed the bookie book, but I grabbed the cards. Unraveling Codependence. I love this one. It's about following your dreams ultimately as well. Unraveling Codependency. Only I have to feel good about my choices. Thank you very much. I would have. Thank you very much on the card. When codependency unravels, you are able to move freely in the direction of your heart's desire without needing permission from others. Like right there, like that's what I'm seeing. So you are either that warrior, right? That has this connection, right? This Empress inspiration, this erotic thing, trusting, I love you, I love you, I love you. And other people don't like it. And you're like, hey, I'm cool, I'm doing this, right? Or you're attracted to somebody like that, like I said, and your tribes, other people don't like it. It's like, well, I didn't incarnate for you. I incarnated for the all. Thank you very much. And this is my path. But it could also be that the warrior, it's just a warrior archetype situation that you're in. Like the two of you might have this battle just trying to be together, right? So you really have to get that you're the way through on this one. I'm not done reading from here, is to really connect with that gut, that guidance, that goddess energy inside of you, and follow your star with your masculine energy. This is really very, very clear. All of these have been this series. As codependency fades, you are able to honor the emotional reactions of others as crucial stages in their healing journey without taking responsibility for them. So, okay. So Romeo and Juliet, really good example. Granted, they were like 13. Ugh, I wouldn't have let them out of the house either. But, you know, because of a family feud, the survey says, ding, apothecary. Number one answer. I know too much Shakespeare. It's fucked up. And if they had said, look, only I have to feel good about my choices. You guys can go kill each other. Leave us out of this. At 13. In Elizabethan era. Did that take place in Elizabethan era? Yeah, that was somewhere, I forget where Romeo and Juliet took place, the Montagues and the Capulets. This mantra is ideal for healing family dynamics. That's got to be a part of this somewhere, because we learn it from somewhere, right? Cultivating emotional freedom and reclaiming personal power. Oh my God, for a warrior archetype, this really does make sense. You got the warrior, again, shadow attribute, trading ethical principles for victory at any cost, indifference to the suffering inflicted by others, which I could see if two people are in a clandestine romantic relationship and they don't care who they hurt, right? That's a warrior drive. It's Aries, A-R-E-S, not A-R-I-E-S, although maybe that too. The light attribute, strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice and conquering the ego. That side of it could be, I love you. We will see this through, but we are not violating our honor codes. We're going to do this the right way. We're going to do this honorably, because there is love here. There is, I mean, also the Empress card is often called a card of marriage, right? Because it is something that is fertile and stable and creates like a marriage does. And with this guidance on the star, I mean, I get it. There's a real high inspiration, and it is erotically charged. Not the easiest thing for earth signs to deny, because we are the earth signs. We feel it viscerally. It's not an emotional eroticism, although that can be in there too, or just the mental idea of it can give you a tingle. This is visceral. It's very magnetic. So is that easy to trust? No, it is not. Not in this world. Maybe not ever, right? But that's the journey. That's the risk that you're going through. And I love you. Talk to this erotic energy and just say, I love you. To your nervous system, I love you. To the voices inside of you that don't trust, I love you. It's okay to not trust. Look what we've been through. It's okay, right? Give yourself that love in this process. That will wane some of the fear, alchemize some of this. And that's the funny thing. If you do the work within yourself, even if the warrior archetype in this example is somebody else, you're still changing the alchemical balance by healing yourself. And the healing mantra, unraveling codependence, only I have to feel good about my choices. You keep that one under your belt for a couple of days, right? You say that silently or, you know, aloud when no one's around. Really feel that one out in your body. It's such a power to say, only I have to feel good about my choices. Oh, you don't want to be with me unless I do this, this, and this. And oh, somebody asked me once if I would pretend being Catholic when I met their parents. I never met their parents. Right? I'm like, no, only I have to feel good about me. Thank you very much. See what I'm saying? So let's give you a blessing. Ready? I like this part. This is fun. Breathe. May the Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need this full moon in Taurus to new moon next in Scorpio, October, November 2020, that they may follow their star with the magic words, I love you, because they are very important words. While they only have to feel good about their choices, unraveling codependence as the warrior in the warrior with a warrior archetype in play, alchemizing from lead to gold, finding their trust being healed and their erotic energy powering them through as the empress within them fortifies and gives them all that they need from the inside out for their well-being, for the well-being of whatever this situation is, and for the well-being of all sentient life on planet Earth. So mote it be. And so it is. Dunzy. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Don't forget. And what is this? Like tell me, comment, what is this that I'm holding in my hands here? Because if it's a warrior, I want to know. If this is an erotic tryst or something going on, but for a waning moon, maybe you're dissolving the box so the two of you can come together and learn what you need to learn. It's very possible. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Wishing you all the very best and the very blessed of this full moon to new moon next. Hail. Farewell.